Hello friends, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. If you're new here, my name is Kisiwa and I share content on study abroad and scholarship opportunities. So if you are interested in these kind of content, do what to hit on the subscribe button. In today's video, we'll be looking at a fully funded scholarship for students who want to study in Canada. Now, this scholarship covers tuition fee of up to 50,000 Canadian dollars on a yearly basis and 20,000 Canadian dollars for your travel expenses, as well as a 25,000 Canadian dollars for your yearly expenses, living expenses. So if you are interested in knowing more about the scholarship, I recommend you watch the video to the end. Today's scholarship is by the Perry Elliott Trudeau Foundation, and this foundation seeks to bring remarkable individuals from various disciplines and backgrounds into a life-changing community with shared interest in making the world and Canada a better place to live. Now, moving to the benefits of the scholarship, you get to be part of a vibrant community of scholars, fellows, and mentors, all leaders in their respective disciplines and field of action. You also get to receive a 50,000 Canadian dollars per year for 3 years to cover your tuition fee and reasonable living expenses to focus on your studies, that is doctoral studies, and then a recipient of an additional 20,000 Canadian dollars per year for 3 years for your research, networking, and travel expenses related to your research. For you to qualify to be considered for this scholarship, you should either be a Canadian student studying at a Canadian university, a Canadian student studying at an international university, or an international student studying at a Canadian university. Now, if you are a student from an international university or international universities that are living outside of Canada, you are not eligible for this program. Secondly, at the time of application, you must be in the process of completing a master's program, completed no later than summer 2025. You should also either be in the first year of doctoral program or be in your second year of doctoral program. Thirdly, your field of study should broadly be related to the humanities and social sciences or human sciences and should directly be relevant to the future of Canada. And the last qualifying criteria is your doctoral work must relate to at least one of the foundation's four general themes, that is human rights and dignity, responsible citizenship, Canada and the world, and people and their natural environment. So these are the eligibility requirements they look out for. So there is a special note here for candidates or applicants who wish to apply for the scholarship program. And the special note is that all applicants is to apply directly to the foundation's application platform. Universities are not allowed or are not required to nominate candidates as most scholarship programs do. And the foundation will review and assess all candidates who submit completed applications by the specific deadlines. We will look at the deadlines. Now, for you to be a scholar, you should be academically excellent and intellectually curious. You should also be committed and open to engage in a plurality of perspectives. Then you should be a leader and you should be engaging. Lastly, you should participate in the foundation's community event. So this is what they look out for if you're thinking of applying. This is what they will look out for or they will be expecting from you as a scholar. The core values of this scholarship program or the foundation is for their members to be interested in improving their capacities in both official languages. So in Canada, there are two official languages, that is English and French. So you should be interested in improving your capacity in both languages, and they'll do that. I mean, they're going to teach you that for free, and they also encourage members to learn from their peers, fellows, and mentors, and act authentically and with integrity. Lastly, the foundation is committed to selecting diverse scholars based on perspectives and discipline. So, this is the core values of the foundation. Okay, now let's look at some of the frequently asked questions and we move on to the deadline. So, about the scholarship program, let's see if we can find some programs. So, it says, does the foundation offer scholarship other than that at the doctoral level? I know most of you will ask this question in the comment section and they have already answered it here. So the foundation scholarship program is for students at the doctoral level only, and they do not offer funding for undergraduate or master's program. However, you can apply if you are in your last year of your master's program or the first 2 years of your doctoral program. Then, is the scholarship valid for 3 or 4 years? Now, the scholarship is valid for 3 years, okay? And if you complete your studies before the 3 years, then you wouldn't receive funds afterwards. Then again, what does the scholarship cover? The Pierre Elliott Trudy Foundation scholars receive up to 50,000 Canadian dollars per year for 3 years to cover their tuition fee and reasonable living expenses to support scholars to focus on their doctoral studies and the foundation's program. Then up to 20,000 Canadian dollars per year for 3 years as a research, networking and travel allowance related to the scholar's doctoral research and the foundation's program. And lastly, membership in a vibrant community of scholars, mentors, and fellowship, all of whom are leaders in their respective disciplines and sectors, and lifelong membership in the foundation's alumni network. Another question here is, if I'm selected as a Pierre Elliott Trudy Scholar, may I accept other awards? Does the foundation have a policy on the accumulation of awards? And the response to that question is, many of their scholars are outstanding and have successfully applied for several scholarships. Now, they are proud to get such outstanding group of doctoral researchers. However, they are also conscious to recognize that doctoral students should not be able to receive the monetary equivalent of several large scholarships. So usually the amount of the Trudy Foundation scholarship is adjusted depending on the amount received from other organizations, institutions, or universities. Scholars are obliged to annually declare all additional sources of income, including scholarships, and all scholars will receive the annual travel allowance of 20,000 Canadian dollars, and all scholars will receive at minimum 25,000 Canadian dollars of the stipend. Okay, so what I mean is that you have to declare any form of funding you have received, and then based on that, they are going to adjust the funds that they're going to give to you. However, the 20,000 travel allowance will be given to you, and then the 25,000 stipend will also be given to you. So that is the response to that question. Another question here is, can I work if I hold a scholarship with the Pierre Elliott Trudy Foundation? And the response is yes. Scholars may work part-time and continue to fully benefit from the Pierre Elliott Trudy Foundation scholarship. That includes work on campus such as research assistants, teacher assistants, lecturers, and other on-campus academic part-time roles. Please note that full-time employment will render a scholar ineligible for the scholarship, regardless of whether they are also a full-time student. That has also been answered. Now, what happens if you need to take a leave of absence from your studies? With that, scholars are given maximum of 1 year, and during that period, your scholarship will be on hold until you resume. If you are a scholar to this program What's the process of receiving scholarship funds? And the response to it is, if selected by the Application and Nomination Review Committee and approved by the Board of Directors as a scholar, and once you have signed your funding agreement and provided the supporting documentation, you will officially be eligible to begin receiving the scholarship, a stipend and annual travel and language learning allowances. The annual stipend is paid in 3 installments per year. So this is how or the process you're going to receive your scholarship funds. Now, what's the deadline for application to this scholarship program? Now, it's opened on the 9th of September 2024 and it's going to close, or the deadline is 25th of November 2024. So kindly take note of that. You have ample time to prepare yourself for this program. Now, do you need your university to know that you're applying for the scholarship? And the answer is no. The university may be informed, but they don't necessarily have to approve you applying for the scholarship, okay? And then where can you find the application form? And it's here. We will look at that, okay? So yeah, this is the application portal. So you register here and then you continue with that. You continue with your application, okay? And all applications are sent directly to the foundation through the application portal we just looked at. Okay, so they've also given a brief details as to how the application goes. Now, for the eligibility, some of the questions here are applications from non-Canadian students accepted? And the answer is yes. So, if applicants are studying at a Canadian university, a non-Canadian student, permanent resident, or a foreign national are eligible to apply for this. So, international students are eligible to apply for this, yes. Okay, so if you are also enrolled in a doctoral program, already enrolled, you can also apply for this program. So I think that is basically all that there is, and there is no age limit to this. However, with regards to grade requirement, applicants must provide evidence of their strong academic performance and intellectual capacity through their transcript and referrals. So you need 3 recommendations, and they strongly advise that at least one should be from your supervisor at the PhD level. So your PhD supervisor should be one of your referees. Then the rest can come from any aspect. Also, you don't need to be fluent in both English or French to receive this scholarship. So that's basically all about the frequently asked questions. There will be a virtual event where applicants can join and then ask the questions. So on October 22nd, 2024 at 2 p.m. EST, there will be a virtual information session where you can join and ask all your questions, and also you'll be taken through the scholarship itself and how you can apply and everything you need to know. So that is basically all about today's video. Thank you so much if you've stayed till now. If this video has been helpful, even if not to you but to a friend or to other people, then please do also like the video and also share it. Thank you so much, and let me know what you think of it in the comment section. See you in my next video, and it's a bye for now.